Welcome to another episode of FO and Swellz Conquer the Universe. It's your boy, the FO, along with my boy,
Swellz.
Yo, took another week off. We just be doing stuff, man. Life.
Right.
So, football season is in full swing. Swellz is prepared with his basketball jersey.
Baseball,
baseball jersey.
Yeah.
Whatever, I got my Superman shirt on. I was very proud of this. We talked about it beforehand.
It's on your chest.
It's on my chest, you know what I mean? So glad we get back to this. Got another subject for you. This one, we've been rolling around. Swellz really didn't want to do this. I really didn't want to do it either. I like talking about more non-women stuff. I hope that don't get us in trouble. It's not a woman thing. I know it's more feminine than whatever, but I guess it's for relationships. So anyways, what I'm talking about are the 5 love languages. And we're just going to hit on them a little bit, talk about what we feel about them. So just whatever, make do with that. You got anything for it at all? Any overview things before I go into the individual ones, man?
No, just not really.
You said you did do.
Yes, I have.
You did do the test.
They have like a little
quiz.
To see right. what kind of love language you have.
Right.
And when I did mine, when me and my wife did ours, I am a hopeless romantic. Hopeless. Something like that.
We're going to get to it.
It was something like that.
All right, so I'm going to list them.
Well, that's what, we had our list, that was one of them on that list. But I mean, whatever, everybody got different words for it. So
the 5 love languages are words of affirmation.
Oh, okay.
So uses words to affirm other people. Acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch.
Oh, well, I got a bunch of them then.
Right, and that's the big thing with that. But I guess when they said on that they trying to say like which one like is you where most of your eggs go in that basket. Type thing.
Right, because I guess you would have eggs.
A lot of these, because you could be fluid in it. It could be day to day, month to month, relationship to relationship. So I would say that before we get into these, mine probably will be quality time.
Okay.
I like being with my person. I know we need our time apart from each other. We got to work. We have friends or whatever, we just not gonna, but that's what makes that so much more to me is when we do have that time, when we can carve out that, whether it be 30 minutes or a day
right.
with each other, because I think a lot of people don't think about, a lot of people like we meet, I'm so in love with this woman. I'm so in love with this man. It's beautiful. Then the kids come and then careers and all that. And then everybody forget about that part. It started with just y'all two. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know there's a lot of mixed families and stuff now as far as they get. But a lot of times if you think of it, it started with y'all two. And
you gotta make time. You
right. And like, time. Especially like with the kids or whatever, if things go the way that you want them to go, they gonna leave. And then, what if you have 2 kids? Well, they're 2 years apart. You got 2 kids. Then those kids go. But then you got to make sure you don't lose each other because when those 2 kids are gone, now it's y'all 2 looking. And then you don't forget about the whole thing of it all started because of y'all having an interest in each other. You know what I mean? So,
right.
But.
So you think, so yours is quality time?
Quality time, because I think that part, you still got to. And I've heard all types of just great advice or little anecdotes and things like that. But one of the best things that I've ever heard from, a person giving advice on relationships is continue to date each other.
Mm-hmm.
That'll keep it I mean, it won't stay. You won't be fresh after 20 years, but it'll keep it to a point where y'all are still trying to put into each other. You're still trying to like each other and not just, okay, we've done this, we procreated, we got this job, we got to make sure this house stays ours, we got to make sure there's food here and these bills are paid and these kids are taken care of, and then y'all lose sight of y'all when that's what it started with, was y'all. Y'all liked each other. Then you loved each other. You loved spending time when you did meet. It was all that. When you were away, you couldn't wait to get back together. And then all these things you put in, and it drives people apart. And then they don't know what to do when you are back, when it's back to just being y'all.
Yeah. So, that is very good advice. Continue to date.
Continue to date.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So the first one, I'm going to go in the order that I'm looking at it here, are words of affirmation. So this is basically a person who wants to be told, they like to be told things like, I mean, you're beautiful. I liked it when you did that.
Oh, that food was great last night.
Yes.
They just like compliments.
Right. I don't think there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
No. I was just like they just like compliments. They like being told. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. If that's what you like, that's what you like. That's cool. I mean, I like being told good job.
Right.
I mean, I don't need it like every 10 seconds, because I think that's like a needy thing,
Right.
Which I personally don't feel, I don't need to be told all the time. I mean, I guess mentally I know if I did a good job or not, but hey, I can see how that would help, because some people struggle with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They struggle with just I wouldn't say worth, to make us, some people need to be told how good they are because they don't know it yet. They don't. So I guess, in a relationship wise, I mean, you want the other person to reciprocate, you know what I'm saying? What I give them, I want them to tell me, like, if I did something for you,
right? I
want you to appreciate.
Did you notice it?
Yeah.
Did you see
I see that. I can see that as a they like being told, compliments and stuff like that. And ego was the word I was looking for. Like, some people need that little boost of the ego. I mean, they just don't have it in them. So yeah, okay.
And I think, just like I say, that all of these, I think everybody within the course of your life, you're gonna fall into all of these.
Yeah, eventually.
At some point in time. Sometimes you do need that. Like I've been busting my ass. I've been doing everything, and then your wife should be like, "Hey, babe, I see you.
Ooh, I see you.
There you go, right?
Yeah.
Like, I see you.
Yeah, I see you. Like, I know.
Right, and that's it.
I feel it, and that's it. Yeah, you're right. But some people need that more.
Just a little bit more,
a little bit more. Okay, I get that.
Okay. So now we to acts of service. It's a person who thinks actions speak louder than words. So they want, if you doing that thing for them. I know you usually wash the dishes, or usually I'm gonna do this, or I'm going to what other type of, I guess they want to see you doing that thing. You doing that thing for them.
Okay.
So it's the act of service, what they said.
I was thinking when you said that, acts of service is like, some people shy from these five love languages, right? Some people shy from one language, and they, like you said, you'll
it's fluid,
right? But some people do shy from certain. Like you know what I'm saying? Not that it's a personal thing as far as that, but, I know people that would rather do something for you than to tell you, I love you, or good job. Right. They would just rather do something. Hey man, I went and I bought you da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
And and you're like, oh, okay, thank you. And instead of selling that person, and see, that's where I think that when you said that, that's what I thought to my head was like, oh, okay, that's somebody who would rather be like, hey, I see you like the Yankees. Here's a Yankees hat.
Right.
And instead of just saying, hey man, good job, I appreciate when you did this for me. Cause I mean, it could even go for, cause this is just a love thing. But I mean, every Because
I think this can apply to like
I'm thinking
your
my
friends.
job. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking in my head, like even at work, like even if they were like they didn't come by and physically say, "Yo, Swellz, man, I see you out here. Hey, yo, man, I bought lunch today. Pizza for everybody." That's him saying thank you. And instead of saying thank you, this is what. So that's what I'm saying when you say showing like acts of
and it said a thing over here, and I just gotta say this: it's when actions speak louder than words. That is a great statement, but I think some people get that wrong the way they interpret it. Okay. Actions, I feel like, can a lot of times speak louder than words, but people lose sight that words do speak. I hate that. Like, okay, I do need you to communicate verbally.
Right.
I need that.
Right.
My actions, I think both ways. My actions can confirm my words, and my words can confirm my actions. They can work hand in hand.
I think when people say that, it benefits them. That's
yeah.
You know, when people when they say something that you're random, like actions speak louder than words. I can talk pretty loud and not move a muscle, and my words are louder than my action because my action is silent. So yeah, I can get when somebody says that, it's like it benefited you
because if you say my words mean nothing, if I start talking funky as hell to you, now you're going to have a problem. Wait.
Now my actions is going to speak louder than my words.
Right. So, All right. Down to the third one, receiving gifts. So to this person, nothing makes them feel as special as receiving a well thought out gift. Now, okay, I'm a person, I'm not big on, I don't really like getting gifts. But let me tell you this. And this used to be really cheesy to me. All these little, you think like as you get older, all them little weird, them goofy little sayings, they make more sense when you get older. It's the thought that counts. Now, why I say that is, like I said, when you're in a relationship, and especially after it's been over a long period of time or whatever, and y'all start to, let's say, your wife sees like a Coats keychain, right? It's just there randomly. She's in the checkout line and she grabs that Coach keychain. It costs $3, right? So the money part is not even whatever. You could have bought a whole bunch of those Coach keychains, whatever. But she saw it and she thought of you. And she grabbed it and said, when I get this to her, try to make him smile, give him this stuff. He would like this. Everything after that, because that's what I think about. If that happens to me, like if a person brings me and gives me some small little group, I got a little Ohio State thing that I got it from my dad's, whatever. But it was the thought of that. And I think back to what happened with that person when they thought to give me that thing. They thought about me. They went on the phone with me. I didn't ask them to do that. For a second, they thought about me. Without anything. And everything even after you gave me that and I put on my keychain, I'm going to put on my keychain at 9:00 in the morning. I'm probably not going to think about that keychain no more at all. But that made me feel good when I thought, you thought about me enough that let me grab this. I bet he'll like this. That thought that counts thing. I'm not big on receiving gifts, but something like that, it means a lot to me. I'm not big on receiving either because I would rather give. Yeah. Because I like to see the reaction. I love that. I love when I give my wife something that she was like, that she thought she wasn't even gonna get. Right. Something that we had talked about 6 months ago, a year ago, and next thing you know, I didn't forget. You know what I'm saying? Right, and I was like, well, I'm finna, and to see her. So you love it when they forget too. Oh, I love it because it's because it's like, I got you something. What you get me? And you're like, guess. You told me this a long time ago. I mean, come on. And it's like, when you say that, it's so broad because you love like inducing a little anxiety. Yeah, and it's like, oh my gosh, like we talked about and it's like, yeah, I know. And can I get a hint? And it's like, nah, because I mean, sometimes the hint. If I give you a color, I don't even like giving hints. Mauve. Yeah. Glacier ice. How about that? Right. That's a color for you, But and I feel you on the thought that counts. I have little things like you said. I got a little tiger,
I mean, this is not, but this is my daughter. Daddy, I got this little tiger. And it was because we was watching something. And I told her, I said, if I was to have, and we was watching like the National Geographic. And I said, if I could have a pet, like any kind of pet, I would love a Bengal tiger. If it was,
right.
If you could have it and not ever have to worry about this thing mauling you to death, like every time I turn on the TV, another Lion King,
right,
or a Tiger King gets murked, and it's like, it's
a
wild animal. You're getting murked, and then the fact that the family is like, well, he knew the risks, so you knew that you could die. Like, I know there's a difference between me going to my job and knowing that the chemicals over here could explode. And yet we don't play around with the chemicals. We keep them locked up in the cage. And it's like, okay, in order for you to get them, you got to have a key. There's a protocol.
Right.
He's in the cage and you're saying he knew for a fact, yo, if this tiger at any moment decides to flip,
it's over.
It's over with for me.
Right.
So we're sitting here watching this, and I was like, "Yo, baby girl, if I could have any." So I know that when she gave it to me, that was 200% love out of her.
And it's crazy because kids are naturally selfish because they don't have the capacity.
Right. To
they think about their world is right here.
Yes.
So to think about you outside, you're not right
exactly.
there. Yeah, that's crazy.
And coming to you and like, Daddy, and I was like, wow, because that
thought process happened.
Yeah, because you're looking, you're thinking, because I know, like, sometimes that my kids show me the selfishness more than they show me the sharing.
Right.
Because like you said, you growing up, we grew up, you thought that the world was how my world was.
Right.
And then when you get older, you're like, you mean to tell me y'all didn't do that at your house?
Right.
Y'all ate what?
It was crazy.
It's crazy. And then you're like, wait a minute, the world is how big? Y'all don't even talk English? What are y'all? I mean, crazy. So it's just, and when my daughter did that, it's like, oh, and even when like, and it's that whole, so I'm bigger on the giving. And like you said, the gifts sometimes, and I know, for one, I'm a particular person.
Right.
When I go shopping or I do certain things, I'm looking for certain things. And if it don't catch my eye, I really don't mess with it.
Right.
And I'm not going to just be like, well, hey, I need a hat. I'm just going to go buy any hat. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go get the one that I want. So if my wife gets me something now, and then we done been together so long, because like she'll just be like, well, I saw this hat at the minute mark. And I'll be like, huh, did you now? You thought about me when you was at the minute mark and you decided to get me this New York hat that was hanging like on the string up top.
Right.
You were like, hey. And yeah, the thought that counts. I get that.
Right.
But when you look at all the rest of my Yankee hats, do they look like anything like you would get at the? So I'll be looking at it like.
I really wish that would have stayed a thought. Yeah. That one could have stayed a thought.
But it came out and it was like, so I get it. It's the thought that always counts. But yeah, I like messing with my wife when it comes to stuff like that, though.
All right.
What's number 4?
Number 4 is quality time, which that's my big one. And I think I blew my whole load on that, pause, on that whole thing, on that whole spiel. I already knew that I was going to say pause after that. But yeah, quality time. I think that you need that. You need that interaction, because especially when life starts lifing and the kids, the bills, the jobs, the other things, the other relationships that y'all have outside of the relationship that you have with each other, with other family members and stuff like that, you can lose sight of each other. So that quality time actually helps strengthen that bond, helps maintain that bond that y'all originally, got to even be in the relationship in the first place. So
right.
I like that. I think there's a problem with me spending time with you is not a thing that I want to do. It's not an attractive thing at all. If that's not being the thing that I want to do with you, That's a problem. We
That
need
is a huge problem.
right. If we just start, because there's lots of people out there that just coexist.
That's crazy to me.
That just coexist. I can understand. Yes, everything in excess is could be too much.
Right.
Okay, so we do need, even if we never have kids, or even if the kids age out, they leave and it's just us in the house. Yes, that's why you need a hobby.
Yes.
That's why you need friends. I hate say you your significant other's best friend. That's fine. But still,
have another friend.
Have another one, yes.
You know what? I've done this with my wife, and I've had to tell her a couple of times. See, she came from a small town, and in the small town, it was nothing for her sister, cousin, auntie to hop in the car with her to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. We move her out of the small town. Who was her auntie, cousin, sister that has to go to the store with her every single time? Bruh.
Man.
I was going to the store all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like you need to
and
then it was both. I mean, even though I'm from, you know what I'm saying, you could say I'm from here now, been here for forever. So yeah, I went to high school here. I'm from here.
Right.
So I already had people that I knew, always known, whatever. So I already had friends, even though I liked being with her. It's almost like she was like, look, you can go with your friends. And I'd be like, you sure? Is it cool? Because I mean, I didn't have a problem staying with her. Like you say, quality. I don't have a problem. We don't even have to be talking the entire time. If she's in the room.
Y'all in each other's stratosphere.
Yeah. If she's in the room and I'm in the kitchen, or I'm in the living room watching TVs, I'm good. We don't have to be right there. When you say quality time, I get that, but we still don't have to be. To me, that's still a quality time.
Quality,
she's there,
right, and that's another thing I'll hit on. The quality of the time. Yes, it could be us on a roller coaster. As far as quality time, like I feel like it could be like y'all could be doing something very intimate. Like you could be at a movie, you could be on a roller coaster, you could be doing, or just like you said, you just in each other's orbit. You just somewhere you're near. I know, even though you're in the next room, I know you're there. You know what I'm saying? I come in, check on you.
Peace of mind.
You want some juice?
Yeah.
You know, that little drive by, something like that. So that's how I feel about it. Like, it just the fact that we are still recognizing that we still like each other. We still want to be around each other. So we still have to value that part of our relationship. Because if we lose sight of that, when all this other stuff stops, slows down or whatever, then it's just two strangers.
And that's whack.
Wiggity.
Man, that's, ooh.
So, and the final one, man, physical touch. Yeah, I feel like more men probably have the physical touch thing, but see the physical touch.
Wait, I was just about to say more men. I guess we would think that, but to a female, to a woman, just the touch,
to be held,
hugged, boom, held, all of that,
just arm touch.
I mean, that's just like. Of course, you know, I know with my wife, like we literally, like when we go to sleep, her legs always have to touch my legs. For some reason, for some reason, it's a leg lock thing. And if she doesn't get it, it'll be a frustration thing. Right. It'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like something's wrong. And don't get me, it doesn't stay like that the entire night. But as soon as she feels like I'm not, I mean, you get used to that touch. Like I work nights and I'll get texts at 1, 2 in the morning. I can't go back to sleep because you're not here. Right. And I can be at that. Like if we was at the house right now and I wasn't even in the bed with her and she works days, you know what I'm saying? Wakes up at 6:30 in the morning and it's 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still watching TV because I work nights. Right. You kind of as long as I try to stay on schedule. So as long as I'm even at the house, she'll sleep all night long. But I'm not there in the bed. But as soon as I go to work and I'm not in the house, that peace of mind is gone. Right. And so she'll wake up and that's it. And I can't go back to sleep. And eventually she does, but then of course, she wakes up in the morning. But that physical touch, I think a lot of guys get it mixed up because we think of that and then we think of sex.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. We do probably. I think, and in my head,
I want to touch your insides.
I
I'm sorry.
but
That was real deep.
you know what? That was yeah. So I think the physical touch is. I mean, I like it. I like just like I'm in the kitchen, fixing breakfast, and just boom. Next thing you know, she'll rub my shoulder. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
I like it too.
So it's not like it's just a sex thing. That's why I think a lot of, guys automatically, because that is a guy thing,
And I think those last two things, that right there just shows like y'all still like each other.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
if I don't want to be around, I don't want to touch you.
Yeah, that's those are flags that are the color
Right.
red, man.
And like all of them, like we continuously say, all these things could like you can have, it could be, I'm 20% this, I'm 10%, but on a different day, that could change. Like I do need to be touched. I do need to be, or I do need to hear, I've been having a shitty week. I do need to hear, hey,
it's going to be all right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Everything's going to be
next
cool.
week,
I got you.
I don't need none of that.
Right.
So I think I lean more to quality time because that to me, but the quality of the time is the fact that, and I think this goes back to the thought that we put some thought into it. Like let's chill outside away from everybody. Just
Like when we went
out
to the game. Just that was the dopest. I mean, she from left field. She bought the tickets. We go to the game. We have a good time, and I mean, it's just me and her, and we had a great time. You know what I'm saying? My team won. We beat the brakes off of the Tennessee Tampons. I like fucking with Zara. Right. I love doing that. But I mean, just that quality time. We walking towards the stadium holding hands. I got my jersey on. She don't have hers on, but she's still wearing the colors of her team. And I mean, we talking shit, having fun. Right. People around us, they don't like my jersey. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best part about it.
It's the greatest part. There were guys that were like, I'm so glad he's not playing today. So that right there, that quality time we spent away from the kids, just me and her at a game. Oh man, that was great, dude. Right. That was spectacular. And then it came out of left field. So that was I was receiving a gift, and I mean, it was a shock. It wasn't a physical gift. It was, it was one of those more or less, well, we're going to go enjoy something like going to the movies, right? But it was just a whole lot better. So yeah, I mean, and then that was that quality time. So I feel you on quality time, but I believe mine is more of a physical. I like to touch. I'm a very physical person. Like she found that out, you know what I'm saying, real quick. Like I will hug you, I'll grab you, this, that. I mean, I do a lot of that just because I like touching you, and if you don't like that, then yeah, that's whack because then I can't be, you know what I'm saying? So she had to adapt.
Whack. Okay. I got it. Quality time, your more physical touch. Mm-hmm. Depending on the weekday, hour, be a little bit more one or the other. And I think you could, all of them, I think even throughout the course of the day, you might need
a little bit.
Just a little bit. All of them, sprinkle.
See, to me,
throw some of that physical touch up on there real quick.
Let me get a sprinkle of affirmation real quick.
Right.
How good am I doing? Great. All right. I'm good for the next,
I think while you having sex, you spend quality time, she could be like saying whatever she needs to say to feel good or whatever. What's the
affirmation?
Whatever. Gift giving?
Yeah. I'm giving and receiving again.
Right. You can get it all in that session right there.
I'm telling you, you have one good love-making session.
Baby, let's have 5 minutes of 5 love languages.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, but you can have them. But you know what I really think? I think in order for a relationship to work, you got to have at least a little bit of every
Absolutely.
one of those love. You can't be fixated on one and forget about the other. I think you have to be, as we get older, as when we're younger, we have more tunnel vision. And when it comes to just certain subjects, not with everything, but with certain subjects, we have time. So when it comes to this relationship thing, you literally have to broaden your thoughts, because a relationship, if that is not literally one of the hardest things to maintain, because I know raising kids is still very, very hard. But maintain, because you still have to, it's the relationship part still. Mm-hmm. You still have to know how to handle certain situations and certain things and learn. So, I mean, that is all in itself. Anybody who says they've been with somebody over 10 years nowadays, that is a hand clap. Yeah. Been with somebody 15, 20 years, bro, you deserve a plaque. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to say that it's been roses and all of that. No, you're going to have.
That's suspect if it has. What are y'all, robots?
Yeah. Do y'all, how much time? I would wonder how much time y'all spend together then.
Right.
Because if ain't no problems at all, y'all don't have no disagreements, y'all are just good. So you just drink coffee every day and your orange juice, and then you never drink coffee and you never.
That's like the Stepford Wives thing.
Oh, yeah. Just perfect.
Yeah.
And to find out that it was, yes, that was great. It was a female in the very, so it just shows you how she was even, when you thought the whole movie, it was my boy from King of New York. Yeah. What's his name? Shit. Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
King of New York.
Right.
I was thinking, I always go to the gangster movies when it's so.
I need more cowbell.
More.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
But show, man. You got anything else?
No, sir.
All right, man. Well, this has been another episode of FO and Swellz Conquer the Universe. Until next time, peace out.
Hey, I gotta cut to the chase. Yeah, everyone give me some